What's up, my guys? We are back. This is the Juice Box. It's been a while. It's been actually a very long time. I think this is the longest time that we haven't recorded an episode since we started. So, a little weird, but we're back. We're back. We're better than ever. Big Czar, what's up?
Yeah, I think it's most definitely the longest that I can remember, between episodes. But it feels good to be back. Feels good to be healthy.
Dude, I haven't seen you since 2021.
That's true. It was a weird time. Like, a lot of people I think would like to be off work that long, but like I just felt weird and like disconnected.
Were you off the whole week, like
Yeah.
Christmas all the way?
I didn't have a holiday season. No Christmas, no New Year's.
So what's
Oh yeah, because I'm fucking
Yeah,
stupid
fucking
because you were sick.
Yeah.
what's like the protocol now? Like, is it still 10 days? You have to then you test it.
It was. It's funny. It was when I went and tested positive. I had to quarantine for 10 days, but it was 10 days from when my symptoms started. But then, like 2 days into my quarantine, the CDC changed all that shit, which I didn't even look at it. I just was seeing all the stuff on social media.
I was crying
Yeah,
at all the memes.
People's memes are pretty funny.
It is true though. It's like 2020 shut everything down for people's health. 2021, oh, the small businesses are shutting down. What a shame. And then it's like 2022, big corporations are losing money. Get the fuck back to work.
No,
Yeah.
no, that's
Yeah, I saw
literally
that.
that's literally what it is. And like I was talking to one of my stores, and he was like, they haven't been able to get stuff for like a really long time, and now the big corporations are experiencing that. So like now everyone's freaking out about not getting supplies. No one gave a shit when small businesses couldn't get them, but now that corporations are, everyone's like in a mass hysteria. But it's the same kind of thing. It's like as soon as it affects the huge corporations is when all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
And what these, I mean, at least in my brain, what these dumbasses don't think about is now you fucked up how all the small businesses work, where normally if big businesses couldn't get something, you always could rely on that little small mom and pop to have like whatever stash they have just for the neighborhood. And now, I mean, driving through, a lot of these places are opening back up, but I go in some of these small businesses and like I genuinely feel bad because you can tell they're fighting to stay open. But I mean, I was just at some store, she can't get Slim Jim, somebody can't get ice cream, like all this random stuff to where they'd have it because so and so would walk down, they haven't been able to get for so long.
Yeah.
It's trash.
That is trash. It's sad, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just sad.
It really is. Truthfully,
I saw Andrew Schultz, the comedian. He was saying he came out and said he's never getting tested again. And I was like, unless I'm like in your instance, yeah. Unless I'm like really fucking sick, I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah. It was great.
That's terrible, but I feel the same. It's like at this point, it's like I've had it. I think I may have had it twice. I got the vaccine, so it's like if I feel a little weird, I'm just gonna say I have a cold.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I would say unless you start having like breathing
Yeah,
issues,
yeah.
then you're probably good just to like wait it
And
out.
the thing, I don't know how, because the companies are different. Like, I'm pretty sure now, I could be wrong, for like my company, if I have to take work off because I'm sick, I have to use my PTO.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not going to get tested and having to take a week off of my own time. I'm making that to the world. I'm telling the world that, but like, that's how I feel right
My
now.
company's doing some fuckery, truthfully, in my opinion. It's like if you're vaccinated, then you don't have to use your paid time off if you're sick. But if you're not vaccinated, you have to get tested every week. And if you get COVID, you have to use your own paid time off.
Really?
Which
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to say that, but it's like, that's completely fucked up in my opinion.
Yeah. I think now, like nationally, it's the employer's choice on how they want to handle it. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of weird. That's a weird situation for you.
I mean, when I had to read it a couple times because I was like, "Am I reading this correctly?" So basically, you're kind of in this situation where like you want to get vaccinated because one, let's not even talk about paid time off. Who wants to go get tested every week?
Yeah.
No, dude, I've been COVID tested so many times since right before Thanksgiving to now that it's like nauseating. Literally, I think probably like 7 COVID tests.
Ugh.
Is it still the long ass shit that they
Oh
shove up?
yeah, dude, and that just sucks. It's just not fun. Yeah, I don't ever want to get tested again.
Yeah, he's like, as far as everybody else is concerned, I got a cold.
I got the cold.
He's
I
like,
got a cold.
He's like, I got a cold. He's like, I'm only gonna get tested if I have to leave the country, but don't ask me. I just have a cold now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt really, really bad. Like I had every symptom under the fucking sun that I woke up on, what was that? The day after Christmas. I was like, I gotta go get tested. But I did. We picked up some home tests from the health department, and I did those Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I was having symptoms just to see, like, be around, if I could responsibly be around family, I guess, because I didn't want to get everyone
That
sick.
fucking sucks so bad.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you. That's
That
literally,
sucks.
in
I
my
didn't have
opinion,
a Christmas.
that's the worst, the single worst time I think to get it.
Yeah,
So did you kind of pinpoint when or where you think you got it?
no clue.
No clue.
No, dude, and that's what people are being fucking stupid about it. Like I said, my whole family got it. Everyone got it except my mom. Don't know how.
I wonder what her blood type is because I'm starting to lean that if you have a specific blood type, you're just kind of
I honestly
immune
don't know.
to
I
it.
have to ask her.
Yeah.
But people are like start to play the blame game with COVID, and I'm like, that's the dumbest, most asinine thing I've ever fucking heard. Like, first of all, you have it.
Yeah.
What's the point now of trying to point fingers of where you got it?
Well, and
It's so stupid. That you literally, it's like any other fucking virus. It's like the cold. It's like the flu. It's like strep throat. Whatever. You could have gotten it from touching a fucking door handle going into fucking McDonald's or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't point fingers at people. It's stupid.
well, and what's weird
Don't
too.
COVID shame me.
Yeah, don't
Seriously.
COVID shame me. And dude, it could have just literally been as simple as you were walking past somebody and they just sneezed and you walk through their
Yeah. Like
particles
2 feet back, they could have sneezed and it was in the air.
and you just
Yeah,
walked into it.
that's what I mean. You have no idea.
Yeah. Well, moving on to something else, I thought of something today. This is the fourth, not like number year where we've existed, like the podcast.
Yeah, like in a certain
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
2019, 20, 21, 22. Isn't that weird?
Dude, it is weird.
But
and
we've only been here for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
How
So we've
time is weird.
recorded episodes in 4
Yeah.
years.
my
4
God,
years.
this is a perfect transition for the first thing I have on here is the Betty White death. Because she died right before she turned 100, but she really was on the earth for 100 years. Because you're 0 when you're born and you don't turn 1 till the first year. So she was getting ready to turn 100, but in that kind of logic that you're talking about, she really was living through her 100th year.
I saw
Yeah.
some.
She was Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get what you're saying.
Do you know what the Mandela Effect is?
I really don't, but I've heard
I've
the
heard of
term.
it.
I'll dumb it down because I'm dumb.
The
and can't
Nelson
explain things.
Mandela effect.
Maybe because I'm dumb and can't explain things in a smart way anyway. But it's like when our brains like think something was how it was. Like let's say an old cartoon. Like we thought everyone was in like sync that we thought the name of the cartoon was this, but then you look back and that wasn't the name. It was named something else, and it's just like a mind fuck. I saw like that's gonna be like one of the next Mandela effects, like 25 years down the road. We're all gonna be like, oh yeah, Betty White, like she lived to be 100, and everyone's gonna look back and she was only 99, and everyone's gonna be like, wait, what? I thought she was 100.
Yeah, because there were magazines that were putting things out before she died, like Betty White turns 100,
Yeah.
and some book thing Brady was telling me was just released. Like Betty White wrote this thing on how
Yeah.
to live to be 100. It's like it's the worst possible timing, and it's just weird because everybody was coming out with all this stuff. I think she was 16 days from her 100th
Yeah, she
birthday,
was very close.
and she just passes away.
Very close. It's like I don't know the cause of death. I guess did she die from natural causes?
I really think it's just because she was old.
Yeah.
Truthfully,
And I the same about John Madden. I don't know
yeah, fuck.
how he passed away
Yeah.
either. I mean, he was in his 80s, so he didn't
I
make it
think
to
he was
100.
89.
Yeah, he was, but it's like almost he had a documentary released about him. Like I think it dropped like
Christmas
yeah,
Day.
a couple days before he passed away. Yeah, and I think he was able to see it, which is cool in
That
a
is
way
cool.
that he got to see it before he died. But
I learned so much stuff. Well, not so much stuff, but I guess Betty White was like one of the first bad bitches in Hollywood to where she was like one of the first women to like be in charge of the shows she did and like directed, maybe not directed,
I
but
know what you mean,
produced.
yeah.
And she was like in the 50s, like when it was all men doing everything. She was just like, no, motherfucker, like we're going to do it my way. And this is how we're going to do it. So like props to her because she was one of the first women to break through that mold or whatever in that whole industry. So
yeah, she was a shot caller. I was reading some of those
I
articles.
saw some old pictures of Betty White, and she was a very beautiful lady. I
And
didn't realize that.
she liked to fuck too.
Oh, did she? Was
Yeah,
she-
that was a big stigma. Betty White fucked.
What did she? I saw one of her quotes today. It was something about like it's like why do we tell people to grow some balls when they're, you know what I mean, like how people say that,
Yeah.
like, grow some balls, be tough. She's like, we should be telling them to grow vaginas.
Yeah.
Those things take a pounding.
yeah, dude, I saw that same thing. I saw it was like, why do we say grow some balls when like a flick to the nuts
Yeah,
is
like
so
really
painful,
hurts.
but we don't say grow a uterus or a vagina or whatever because a freaking whole baby comes out. You know what I mean? Because you
Yeah.
say grow some balls, but they're low key so sensitive. But when you say grow some balls, it's like be tough.
Right.
And the
Weird.
weirdest thing about being a dude too is when you're younger, like you hit that grade in age where everybody just thinks it's cool to just punch everybody in the nuts.
You know, I
Yeah.
was thinking about that the other day. I'm not
It's
kidding.
terrible.
That was it was like 4th, 5th, 6th grade, I'd say. Around
Correct.
that time.
Yep.
And I can just distinctly remember that. You would walk down the hallways and be like vigilant of not getting hit in the balls. And it's like I hope that's not still a thing.
It's like the worst thing we can do as men.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when you're growing up, I mean in 6th, 5th, whatever grade it is, you're still like growing stuff and you're just pounding each other's
it's
nuts.
not good.
I'm
dude.
sure it's
like,
not a thing now. I'm sure kids like if someone does that, they just all get called out for being sus. That's a huge thing I see on TikTok is like everyone's calling everyone sus.
yeah. Well,
Have you seen that?
dude,
Oh, you punched me in the nuts. You're sus, bro.
I like struggle internally with social media
You're so
nowadays
sus.
because like I always grew up. Oh well, I mean we were the start of the social media era, and I was always like, man, this is a young person's thing. Like old people shouldn't get on here. Like this is for young people. And now I struggle internally nowadays. I'm like, I think I finally reached that point where I'm
you get off.
the old person
Oh.
because I see so much stuff on social media. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't relate to
Yeah,
this.
I saw a TikTok and it was like for the older people. For the older people on TikTok, you know, like the ones that were born in the mid to late 90s, I was like, okay, but let's back up.
Back up. First of all, like
Back up.
late 90s.
Yeah, I know. I
is-
was like, let's just back up, settle down now. We're not that old people. But then I'm like, yeah, I feel like the majority of TikTok is probably like teenagers.
It is. It's teenage. Yeah, you know, it's so weird. Like, and I'm sure it was the same thing when we were that age, but like you can pick out teenagers distinctly by how they dress.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like
Oh yeah.
the fashion styles, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's strange.
Dude, and this is just me being completely biased because that's what you do in your generation, but nothing better than our grow up stage where we were all rocking skateboarding shoes and
Yeah,
skateboarding
yeah,
clothes. I wouldn't trade that for
Yeah.
fucking
Leading
anything.
right into high school.
The Etnies, the DCs, the Element backpacks and all that shit.
Yeah. I never left that
It's
phase.
the fucking jam, dude.
And you can, at least I can tell, like young kids. Sorry, I keep bringing up TikTok, but it's
Who
okay.
cares, dude?
Well, I mean, but that's the most prominent.
I can tell young kids by the way that they comment on stuff.
Oh, dude.
And for some reason, I get triggered by like
Oh,
little
dude,
kid
yeah.
comments, and I'll like comment to them and be like, "Tell me you're 8 years old without being 8 years old." Like for example, like there was a Spider-Man TikTok, and the caption was like, "My favorite Marvel superhero" or something, and there was a comment, all in lowercase, bad grammar. It said, "Spider-Man is not Marvel, it's Sony," and I was like, I got so fucking pissed off. I commented, I said, tell me you're 8 years old without being 8 years old, because you can literally just even the way they spell and everything, like young kids, and it just triggers
Dude,
me for some
I get
reason.
triggered just like you. Like,
Yeah,
like for example, on Reddit. So, like Reddit, you follow different subreddits. So, like in the 3 subreddits I see this the most is the Mac Miller one, the Blink 182 one, and the Nirvana one. Like 3 musical artists that are pretty like near and dear to me that I've like grown up listening to. You'll start to see posts being made in those communities, and the way the person's talking, they're like no cap,
yeah,
bus, and like all this stuff,
Bussin'.
and like yo, like Nirvana slaps so
Yeah.
hard, and I'm like,
Don't gaslight me, bro.
I'm just like, I'm like, it makes sense because younger generations are gonna find that music eventually, but it's almost like I want to gatekeep and be like, go find
yeah,
your own artists
Yeah.
for your age. I'm like, it's fucking
yeah.
weird. Like,
Yeah,
You know what?
no.
You know what slang term I hate so much that I see all the time is out of pocket. Do you see that?
I haven't
No.
seen
I
that
don't
yet.
even
that
one.
one.
I don't know what it means, and I swear anyone could do anything, and someone comments, "Man, he's so out of pocket." I'm like, shut the fuck
what
up.
does that
That doesn't make
mean?
any fucking
What does
sense.
that
Yeah.
mean?
Just like no cap,
Dude, the no cap one, it might be the worst.
I hate it so much.
I don't like saying things slap either.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I don't like that
Well,
one.
So the slang words going back to sus. It's like it's funny because
Sus is funny to me. Though.
all of us know like Jack Harlow is just like the white rapper, but he grew up in the black community. So he's like a really corny white dude,
Yeah.
but he has those kind of attributes to him. And everybody called him sus because he made a song with Lil Nas X, who's his friend, and made like a weird music video with him. It's like, no, dude, maybe he's just hanging out with his friend. Why does it have to be sus
Yeah.
that he's making a song and making a music video? Oh, because Lil Nas X is gay and they hang out. Jack Harlow's sus? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Dude, I know, and it doesn't matter what it is. Any kind of thing that involves gayness or
Yeah.
whatever, someone's in the comments saying, "Man, that's so sus.
Yeah.
You're being so sus."
It's
right
like,
now.
dude,
I'm
you
like, shut
you
the
are so
fuck up.
insecure.
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
like,
think
shut
that.
up.
Like, and then another thing about the comments, you told me a couple weeks ago that you got into like a 20-minute comment fight on TikTok about something.
I have multiple times. A lot of the times it was about Spider-Man. To
Really?
be honest, yeah, I can't. It was another young kid. I can't even remember what we were arguing about. I wish I did, but it was back and no, this one time it was what's that? There's this singer named Lewis Capaldi, and he's British, like British as fuck. Like you can't even understand him talk. And he was on one of those talk shows with like I can't remember the host, but it was a bunch of random people like Lewis Capaldi, Tom Hanks, that one actress from Black Panther that was the main girl, like his girlfriend, just random people. And Louis Capaldi goes on to tell like a whole story. And I just commented on this TikTok and I said, I have no clue what he said the entire time. My comment blew up. It got like thousands of likes. I got attacked by the British community.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you can tell you're American. Like, learn to speak and all this shit." Like, I mean, like, probably 50 comments coming at me.
Dude, so London was coming
Dude,
after
I
you,
got
bro.
attacked by the British community. Like, attacked.
JT's sitting on the couch. He's like, the British are
They-
fucking
they,
coming,
they
baby.
They were too. And it was funny. But I've gotten a lot of TikTok comment wars just because people piss me off.
You're sus.
Yeah, like, shut up, bro.
Ugh. Well,
Dude, I get triggered a lot and want to, but I used to be that person getting in comment battles,
but again,
but not in a long time. Well, unless you count the one where we all just fucking ganged up on that dude
Yeah.
Dude,
a few
fuck
weeks
that
ago.
guy.
Fuck that guy for real.
Dude, dead ass. Fuck that guy, and I hope he's still blocked, and I hope he's still suspended on everything. But I don't know. It's it's weird though, because when we grew up in that realm, the banter back and forth was like normal. Yeah, you would have some people that would seriously get into real fights, but like that was a part of social media. And then all of a sudden it turned into, what can I say to personally attack you and make you feel like a shitty ass person for no goddamn reason?
Yeah.
Dorks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
I mean, I can remember some savage arguments when we were like 20
yeah.
between people.
But dude, like that was relatively normal. Maybe not. Though. I don't know.
I mean, I think it was normal to us at the time. We were just young.
Yeah.
Like we didn't think anything of it. Like now I'd be embarrassed that I let myself do that.
100%.
You know what I mean? I
And-
just think back then you just didn't give a fuck.
And I've kind of been thinking, kind of like how you have been. I think this is what you were leading into. It's like, now I have got to that age where it's like, am I too old to be on this stuff? And truthfully, we've talked about it amongst ourselves, but if it wasn't for the actual podcast, I probably would just have like my Instagram and that's it.
Yeah. Dude, I only brought back. It's so funny. Like I had deleted Facebook, I deleted Twitter. All I had was Instagram and Snapchat.
Yeah.
We started the pod. I made a new Facebook. I made the Twitter. And like now, currently, so it's been how long since we started the pod? Now, what we've shifted to, out of all the social media apps I have, I think the one I can stand the most is Twitter. Dude, Twitter doesn't flood me with things that I'm like choosing not. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I can't stand how Instagram
Yeah, I hate how
and
they do
Facebook
that now.
like force content down your throat that you don't follow.
But
I can't take
so
that.
that is like a good transition. That's actually a real thing that's going on right now within Facebook and Instagram, like talking about CEOs and people like that. They're trying to get back to the point where it's just the chronological order of everything, and there's not the ads and all that shit
That'd be great.
that's shot in there, because I think it was the new CEO of Instagram, I think, was saying how, you know, they're trying to get it back to that point to where you just see the stuff that you follow, and then if you want to actively search out other stuff, great, but they're going to try to not shove that shit.
I mean,
down
it
our
was
throats.
such an easy system. Like your feed was only stuff you followed, and if you wanted to see other stuff, you went to the Discover page or
Yeah.
whatever.
I think Twitter, probably Twitter the most. I feel like it's just gone with our age group, at least. That's how I feel. Like I don't obviously I don't follow any like little kids, but I feel like Twitter is mainly like kind of our age or even older people.
Oh,
It's not like a little kid thing like TikTok or whatever.
100%.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I deleted my I didn't have a Twitter before the podcast, and then I made one for the podcast. I just had Instagram. But yeah, I get what you mean about Twitter. It doesn't like flood you with all this random shit.
No.
I hate how Instagram does that now.
And so much you can actually, at least Twitter gives you the option too. I can't remember which exact setting it is, but you can turn something off to where it literally it gives you 0 recommendations or sponsored things in your feed. Like it is 100% just the people you follow, and I love that.
Well,
I'm not flooded with stupid shit I don't want to see.
When that's what blows, because again, everything's all wrapped into money. Like Instagram and Facebook were probably like, okay, the way for us to make more money is to now shove that. Because dude, I'll be scrolling through my Instagram timeline and pictures, not even on the explore page, my timeline, pictures pop up of people that I don't even follow.
Yeah.
And then it says like in the top right or top left, follow.
Right.
And I'm to the point now, mostly on Instagram, I mostly just look at the stories.
Yeah.
I don't really scroll the timeline anymore.
I don't I just go straight to my Explore feed and look at.
Yeah, but
look
see,
at
I
dumb
feel
shit.
like if that stuff was removed, I'd get back to scrolling the timeline. Because I feel like that's when I stopped, is when you get all these dumbass ads and like people that I don't follow. It's like, well, I might as well just watch their stories and look at the explore page.
Yeah. No, I mean, but it's just Instagram's getting worse in so many different aspects. Like I posted an Instagram photo the other day, first one in a hot minute since I think May, and it doesn't let you know when people like your picture anymore.
Really?
I got 0 notifications that.
I didn't even see it. I liked it right now.
Thank you.
Well-
I
well,
literally
and
didn't see it.
So literally, I had posted this picture, and it was like an hour later. I was like, man, I was like, man, no one liked it.
Well, dude, the problem is like if you don't, which this is what I hate. If you don't post it at the right time, it doesn't get caught in like that feed algorithm,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it'll pop up in somebody's algorithm.
Dude.
Like it'll
3 days later.
3 days
Yeah,
later.
That's what I don't like that either about
Yeah.
Instagram now. It should just be chronological order.
Yeah.
If you post something, keep it in that order.
It's trash.
Dude, when I was like 17, 18, 19, like I was sweating like how many likes my picture
Oh,
got.
yeah.
Remember, like at least I did. I always wanted to get a lot of likes, and if it didn't, like I was sad and shit.
Yeah,
Now
I
I
mean-
literally don't. I don't even like look at the likes now.
Oh, I mean, for sure. Like,
It's just a kid thing, but you know what I
but
mean.
it's natural. It's just
Yeah.
everyone was like that. I mean, half the reason you're posting a picture in a guy's shoes was most of the time you want to see how many likes you get. You want to see
What
if-
girls like
what
your
girls
yeah,
liked
I mean,
it.
yeah.
I mean, that's what it was all about. I don't necessarily care about how many likes I get on a picture, but I like the other day I found it weird. I thought like something was wrong. I was like, that's weird. I haven't got a single like yet. But then when I physically went into the app and then to my picture, the likes were there. No notifications.
yeah, I don't know. It could be something.
Brooke
maybe
told me that's how it is now.
It
I-
could be. Like, dude, I uploaded that. What the last thing I uploaded was that like game that you play, and it was the Squid Game thing where like you squint your eyes. I got like 3 likes on that the first day, and I was just like, damn, like people fucking hate me, like whatever. And then weeks later, I just get all these likes from
Bombarded.
all these random ass accounts, and I'm thinking, how are they seeing that? I don't know. It is just weird.
No, I mean that's why I posted. I'm real sick of Instagram. I'm sick of Instagram and I'm sick of Snapchat. To be quite
Dude,
honest,
I don't get on Snapchat literally at all.
Dude, Snapchat's fucking garbage.
I don't look at anything, I should say. Like sometimes I'll open it up and take a stupid picture and send it to fucking whoever.
Yeah.
But like I don't look at anybody's Snapchat stories or anything anymore. Dude, I
Yeah,
swear to
mean,
God,
you get way less. Their Snapchat
yeah.
stories aren't as popular as Instagram stories.
I'll delete everything and just keep TikTok, and I'm fine. I love TikTok. Just don't take TikTok away from me. It's literally the best thing ever made.
Well, again, I'm not going to argue. Like, I know that if I got it, I would be on it and I would be addicted to it. I'm just doing it like as a self-awareness type thing. It's like, yes, I would love to watch videos that people make all day long, but I know if I get it and put it on my phone, I won't ever stop.
One, I got 2 things about this. One, I made a decision from the get-go. I was like, it's not for me. It doesn't sound like it for me. Like I would see myself just getting irrationally like angry with it or something. That's just how I am. 2, what a lot of people don't realize, like subconsciously or however you want to say it or subliminally, basically every app is TikTok now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like Instagram
Yeah,
is TikTok.
yeah.
Everything has turned into the format of a TikTok.
Well, and on the Instagram stuff, because I was like reading and touching base on the whole going back to Instagram and all that stuff, I saw that they are doing like a test trial, or they were. I don't know if they still are, to where they're going to make it to where like the pictures are just like full screen now, and you just swipe like the timeline instead
Oh,
of it
really?
having. Which again, it's like all that stuff is just a copycat league with everything.
Yeah.
So it doesn't shock
Oh,
me.
speaking of copycat leagues, I don't know how I thought of this. Have you seen how many seltzers are out?
Dude, the seltzer world is just completely flooded.
I
with-
agree,
it's
I
just
agree.
Oversaturated.
But there's one I saw that actually looks probably like it's the best one ever made.
It looks like it has that look, or did you taste
But
it?
no, the look and the flavor profiles. Like, yeah, I haven't tasted it.
Okay. See that's what it comes down to. Like, are you
It's
good
Bud
at
Light.
marketing?
It's Bud Light. I can't remember exactly how they named it. Bud Light soda seltzer. So there's an orange soda. The flavors are orange soda, classic cola, citrus soda, and cherry cola.
That's
Damn.
interesting.
That sounds so good to me.
Dude, Bud Light pumps out the
Yeah,
seltzer
they do.
Pump 'em
flavors.
They
out.
have
That's
so
what I'm
many.
saying.
I saw the new one. I believe it just came out this week. It's a lime green box, and it's Bud Light sour seltzer. It's
I
called.
saw
Oh,
those.
I love sour stuff. I would try that. I would try that one, but
Dude,
I kicked the sours, or not the sours, the seltzers.
Oh yeah, me too. I
I-
cashed them out. I'm
yeah,
done.
I was just done with them.
I overdid it, and I'm done.
Probably
with them.
back this past summer, I made that
Yeah,
choice to
I'm the
stop.
same.
But Bud Light humps out, and it's like
Yes.
they have them. They pump out flavors for like occasions. I don't know if they released the Christmas pack again this year.
I
they
think they did.
They had a
Yeah.
Christmas pack. They had a flannel pack.
flannel pack.
Yeah, dude.
like,
There's a tie-dye pack out
Yeah.
right
yeah,
now.
I saw the tie dye. That's
There's
hey, if
a
it's selling.
There's a retro pack.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that one.
But can we back up for 1 second with something you said? It's all how you market it,
Mhm.
dude. I'm a sucker for like a good label and like the way that it looks in the design. Like I'll
Oh,
try
fuck
it.
yeah.
Like I
Fuck yeah.
bought this. I think I sent you that variety pack of beer I bought. It's called like Rocket Monkey or fucking something monkey, and it was a variety pack of these like craft beers. It was like
Oh yeah, by
Sa-
the Victory.
Yeah.
yeah.
it was like a
Sour Monkey and
yeah,
then the other
sour.
ones.
It,
yeah.
it was like a couple sour, a couple IPAs, a session ale or whatever. They were all really good, but just the way that the labeling and like the brand and the colors scheme and everything, like I'll try something if it just looks good like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I mean that's a big thing in the alcohol. I mean,
Yeah.
in anything that you're selling, but like alcohol more so. Like, you walk down that whole alcohol aisle and like something catches your eye, you're probably gonna drink it.
100%, dude. Like when I'll go to Kroger and just like walk down that aisle and see like there are so many seltzers now, and the two that I've tried over the holiday season were the Alani seltzers, that energy drink. Those were pretty good. Those were kind of pretty good flavors. But I told JT this, the Bang seltzers,
Yeah,
dude.
I was here when you were drinking the Bangs.
I'm telling you, like, I don't care to admit it, bro. Like, in my opinion, the flavors, the smoothness, it gives High Noons a run for
But-
their goddamn money. I'm
but,
not
dude,
even kidding.
Those workout energy drinks going seltzer just terrify me. Like it looks like just literally a headache in a can.
Yeah, it makes you wonder. That's what I was just thinking. Like those brands, like they never made an alcoholic drink before, so they just like all of a sudden they were jumping on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that means their product's not good, but it's like, did they hire a whole division of people that know how to make alcoholic drinks? Did they partner with a company behind the scenes? It's just like the oversaturation of the seltzer market's kind of fascinating. All the people that tried to jump in the game.
And dude, remember
There's been some companies that released theirs and then already stopped. I think like Coors already quit.
Yeah, dude, it's weird to think too. Like the seltzer in terms of popularity, it's only like 3 years
I was
old.
gonna
I
say
was
that.
gonna say, is it even that old?
Where were you when the great seltzer boom of the 2020s
Dude,
started?
I remember sitting at the hole. Okay, we were sitting at the hole drinking, and Smiley walked up, and she's like, I think she got too many of them or whatever, and she's like, "Do you want one of these? You want to try it?" And I'm like, "What the hell's this?" And she goes, "It's a seltzer," and it was Truly at the time. And I just remember drinking it, being like, "Dude, this is gonna change the goddamn game." And then White Claw emerged. Remember remember the rush to get mango White Claws?
Yeah,
how
yeah,
hard
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Dude, are seltzers a Mandela effect? Like,
Dude.
like,
Oh my
like
God.
when did how did seltzers start? Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, they did just start. but like why?
Yeah,
like
how,
when?
how long were they out before they became mainstream?
And we were all just
That's
like,
what
oh,
I would like to know.
we were all just like, oh, okay, like it's a seltzer, but like no one questioned like
Because I
what's a
remember
seltzer?
some way or the other, I saw you drinking them. And I think they were White Claws. I think we were probably here doing whatever, or maybe not. Maybe we were even at the old house. Have they
Could
been
have
out
been.
that long?
No,
No,
I don't
even-
think
no,
so.
I don't think they
Yeah,
were
maybe
out
not.
yet.
Yeah, so we were probably here, and I remember the first time that I actually drank one was on that, or no. So it was the day. I was going to say on our trip we took to Siesta Key. It was actually the day before at the golf scramble. It was
Okay.
the first time I had one,
Yeah.
and then we drank so many in Florida the next couple days
Dude.
after that it was like
The summer of 2019 was the seltzer summer.
It
oh,
was,
it absolutely
bro.
was.
It was for
It
sure.
I
for
think
sure
everyone was drinking seltzers.
Well,
at
and
that time.
I laugh about it too, and I didn't realize this until last year or the year after. That bottle up there, which you guys can't see, that's full of sand. I bought those in 2016, and that's a Truly. And I had no fucking clue. We were at the beach for Christmas, and I went to get a 6-pack of something different, and I thought they were fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what is this? It's alcoholic, but it's not beer.
it was
And
probably just like a
So
seltzer
Truly's been
water.
out for a while.
yeah, like
I still think Trulies are disgusting. I
Ugh.
do not like Truly.
I don't really like Truly.
I don't think
compared
yeah.
to the other ones
Compared
now.
to the other ones. Yeah. Actually, I don't like them. Period.
Yeah, I was gonna
wouldn't drink a
say
fucking
like I
Truly.
don't think I like them anymore. I think it was kind of a reverse thing, like with me with mustard. Like I used to hate mustard, but now I love it. I think it's kind of a reverse effect. Like I used to love them, but I literally don't even think like I like them anymore. Like I don't want to drink even one.
I'm 110% with you.
Yeah, like I don't know what happened.
They gross me
Yeah,
out.
like I don't know what happened. Like
I like.
yeah.
If I had to drink one, I would.
Yeah,
or
like I'm not gonna
could,
be like, ooh, like no, like I can't drink now. That's the only option. I'm gonna not drink. But like,
I have to be 100% honest with everyone, and maybe it's just me being like, because it doesn't go down like beer. It doesn't go down like a mixed drink. Like, I think my problem with them was I was drinking them way too fast. I would crush through fucking a pack of White Claws like nothing, and then all of a sudden it creeps up on you, and you're like, "Holy shit, I'm shitty drunk." Like,
Well,
not good.
that's why, for me personally, that's why I kind of enjoyed them in the beginning, because it's like you would drink 5 or 6 of them and you would still be feeling good. You could tell you were buzzing, you were drunk, but you didn't feel it. And then all of a sudden you would drink that 7th or 8th one, depending on tolerance and body size, of course. But for me, 7th or 8th one, and I'd stand up to pee and I'd be like,
Whoa.
holy shit,
Yeah.
I'm drunk as fuck right now.
Yeah.
And it just hits you.
Yeah.
Just like that.
And I don't know. I hit the point too where I was like, they were making me sick.
dude,
I don't know.
it's so funny. Like when you come of age, you realize like why you're hungover the next day. Like you didn't drink water. You shouldn't have drank this. I would just not understand why I was so hungover. It's like because I drank all of those fucking sugary seltzers.
Dude,
They used to make me so hungover when I
Dude,
drank them.
that's what I'm saying.
but see that you guys used to say that, but for me, they would never get me hungover
Dude,
in the
yeah,
beginning.
It's weird. Bodies are
Yeah, it's
different.
just-
Like
it is. It's different for everyone.
I'm like that way with wine, though. People are like, "Oh, wine hangover is terrible." I'm literally fine, like being drunk off of wine, and I'm like fine the next.
Well, that's
Oh,
because
that-
you're
yeah.
an elegant
Well,
lad.
that's good
Thank
for you
you.
because I don't drink wine like at all. The couple of times I have gotten wasted off wine, insanely bad hangovers the next day.
Well,
And they're directly in your head hangovers.
Dude,
Yeah.
they're
I
fucking.
do
my
agree
head's
there.
just like, oh my lord.
and it's weird for me. And listen, I know it's probably because we've all really have drank a lot these past couple years, but dude, I'm getting to the point now where like any kind of alcohol just doesn't sit right in my stomach. Like I can't drink a beer or a seltzer or whatever without literally just feeling like shit only off 3 or 4 of
I
them.
100% feel you there, dude.
Like
100%.
drinking now for me, like back in the day, drinking was something that I looked forward to, and I was like, "All right, dude, yeah, done with work, like about to go meet the boys at the bar, and we're gonna drink beers, and we're gonna sit outside and drink beers, and so is gonna come over and drink beers." And now, when I know I have to drink beers, I have to mentally prepare myself.
Dude, yeah, no, 100%. But it's to me, it's an atmosphere thing still. I don't
100%.
truly on God, I don't ever have an urge ever to go to a bar ever anymore. Like
I'm
I like
with ya.
drink. Like I like one of my favorite things to do is at Friday night after a podcast or Saturday night if I'm doing nothing, to sit in my chair and drink 2 dark beers and watch TV. I love doing that.
Yeah, dude, that's such a better vibe.
I love
agree,
that.
dude. I have not had the urge to go to a bar.
Dude, I don't like.
Well, and then I start getting in my own head. I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I so antisocial now? Like, that used to be something that I looked forward to, and now it's
Yeah.
to the point where
So-
I'm like, God damn, like
So
we're
an
going
example,
where? We're doing
example,
what?
Thanksgiving, your house. I love those things.
Yeah,
I
that's-
like doing those things.
Yeah.
But any big banger parties, crazy shit, I don't I truly don't look forward to it. I end up
No,
having
Dude,
fun
when's
probably.
when's the last true banger party you've been to?
Dude,
I don't
Like
know.
house party?
I dead ass think and it could just be me, but I dead ass think the last banger that I was at was actually here for the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was a
yeah,
big
that-
party.
yeah.
There were a lot of people
That
here.
was a fun
Yeah,
party.
that was fun though.
Yeah, it
It was
was.
a lot of fun.
Dude, I'm looking forward to it again.
It was
yeah, that
fun.
was dude. I had a good
I had
time.
a lot of fun.
We're jacking up the stakes. We're probably gonna have a couple
did,
more boards.
Did we play beer die that day?
No,
I was gonna
but
say I don't think we did.
and that's something I was thinking about. That's one thing that I get upset about because I feel like we only play, which it's kind of the space type deal too. But we only get to play those fun games when it's warm outside.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I've made an oath with myself. When it comes time, I'm financially where I want to be. I'm ready to buy a bigger house or build a house. I'm having one of those big fucking garages with the 2 big doors that go all the way up, the tall ceilings, basically just all a concrete floor. I'm having one of those.
Yeah,
That is one of my goals.
for sure.
I don't want to say I don't care about the house because I obviously do, but I want one of those so bad.
Well, dude, I've been talking about this with my parents and JT. Like, I really want to invest and put something out back with a pool and a little pool house type thing because I literally told my mom and dad, JT and Angie, and they laughed at me. But it's like the more stuff I have like that, the less I have to leave. So if I get all that stuff here, that means everybody's gonna come to me. And I'm always going to be at my house because I've been so obsessed lately with shipping container houses and shipping container
Yeah, yeah.
pools. They're fascinating.
I'm not seeing that shipping container pools.
Yeah, they're cool.
I'll show
They
you
are
after
pretty
the
cool.
podcast. It's literally just picture a shipping container full of water and they take out both sides and put plexiglass so you can see through it. It looks sick.
Like they stand it up.
But they cut it in half, right?
Yeah, so
Think of a shipping container, then they
cut
they
the roof
cut it in
off.
Ah,
half.
yes.
Yeah,
okay,
like
I see what you're
that.
saying. Cut it in half that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just
like that.
Yeah, and you just sit them out there, you fill it with water. A shipping container is pretty big. You don't need a giant fucking pool, and it doesn't even have to be in ground as long as you have the water and make it look cool. So that's something I've really been looking into because I
Dude,
would
you
love.
can get a shipping container for not a lot of money.
I know.
I used to deal in that business.
It's
I
crazy.
used to order shipping containers. They're not expensive at all.
Because
Really.
we're going into designs now with homes, but so where my shed is out back, just picture the shed gone, so it'll be like an L like this. The shed's gone, 2 shipping containers sitting next to each other to make some kind of room or bar or whatever it is, and then the L be the pool. So like you just have all that right there, and then it's so much cheaper probably than digging up the ground or something like that in the long run. So that's something I've been looking. I'll show you when we're done. Ugh.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Do
I
it.
was
Excuse
trying to
me.
find something, but I couldn't find it, so it's okay.
Do
But
it. That'd be legit.
be so sick. But I'm gonna go pee here in a second. But I just wanted to say, it is insane how fast it gets cold down here with that heater off.
Oh yeah,
Down here.
My hands and legs are frozen now.
Well, you have shorts on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I have to say, I don't want to give a shameless plug here, but I'm wearing one of the new styles of Muggsy jeans that they have the liner in it for winter.
oh that's sweet.
They're dope. These ones have flannel. They're lined with flannel.
Oh yeah, those are legit. I need to get me
Keeps
some
you warm.
Muggsy jeans.
Dude, they're nice.
I
mean,
got
that's-
some Levi's for Christmas. I like you can't go wrong with some nice Levi's.
No. All I wear is Muggsy's, though, to be honest with you. I like Muggsy because they have a lot of jean styles that don't have. I don't like the they like make patterns in the jeans, like subtle patterns
Mhm.
with like dye or whatever.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I don't like how buying a pair of jeans that wear on the thighs.
Mhm.
They have like a
Okay, yes, I
they-
know exactly.
no,
what you
I
mean.
don't like that
Yeah,
look.
I don't like that either.
So Muggsy's makes a lot of styles that are just solid color.
Yeah.
I fuck with that.
So here's the thing for you guys: do you prefer dark blue jeans, black jeans, or like the light blue?
I go back and forth.
I fuck with all of them, dude.
Yeah.
I honestly have like a rotation of jeans. I like them all. I
Yeah.
like dark,
Yeah,
gray. Like I get gray ones, black ones.
I think for me, if I had to pick one, I'd probably say the dark blue, like the dark blue. Probably go the best with anything.
Yeah. I have to agree. If I had to pick a favorite,
Yeah.
I'd say probably the dark blue.
Yeah, because for me, like the colors that I like to wear and the things I have, they look better with the light
Mhm.
jeans. So I guess if I had to pick, I'd probably pick the light blue ones. But like I'm kind of like with you, I have a light pair, two dark pairs, a gray pair. It's
Yeah.
like they're nice too. And Muggsy, if you want to sponsor the
Yeah,
pod,
hell yeah.
because we're big fans. But I've had probably 3 out of the 4 pairs for probably 3 years now, and they're not even close to like dying off or like
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I still I have probably like 7 or 8 pairs of Muggsy's, I think, close to that, and like I still regularly wear the first pair I ever bought, which was Tig told us about it. I think Tig was the one that first told me about them.
Dude, Tig got us on Muggsy's, and Tig got us or me or I don't know if you on Hey Dudes
And Shady Rays.
and Shady Rays. Dude,
Shout out Tig.
He's a
Yeah.
trendsetter.
He's a
Yeah,
bro.
stylish man.
Fucking
I've been
miss that.
I've
man.
been thinking about him a lot.
Me too, man.
I don't know if it probably was just the holiday month where I feel like I didn't talk to anyone except my family and Angie. And then I was like, I haven't talked to anybody. And then I was like, man, I miss Tig. You know?
I FaceTimed him on Christmas. Funny story. It was actually a butt FaceTime, but hey, it worked out.
Hey, it worked out.
Glad to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he his brother and his sister went to the WVU game,
I
and I
saw
just
that.
feel bad that they had to see
Oh,
that
man,
shit show.
what a fucking no words for that, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking come on.
I didn't watch one play, to be honest
I
with you.
didn't either.
Oh, you're lucky.
Well, I woke up and saw the score, and in my head I was like, I don't even have to look at what happened. I can tell you what happened. The first half was probably relatively close, and then in the second half they scored a touchdown to go up to make the score look worse than it probably was throughout the game.
Dude, if it wasn't for our defense, it would have been a fucking blowout.
Yeah. But dude, story of our lives this year. I was looking at our schedule, and we really only got blown out in 2 games. Baylor and
Yeah.
Oklahoma State.
Right. Yeah. The record could have been a lot different, but I still, after this year's over with now and I can reflect, we deserve those losses because
Oh yeah.
but I have to say I think it's more so on the coaching staff than it is on the team because
It's got to be.
that bowl, you have so much time to prepare for a bowl game, and all that bowl game was the same mistakes we've made all year.
Well, dude,
And you have to blame that on coaching.
and I'm
I don't
getting
know who else you blame it on.
I'm getting to the point now, like with both of my teams, it's like I like Neil Brown as a person, but I like winning more.
Yeah.
I like Drew
I-
Lock as a person. I like winning more.
I think that's where most people are at now.
So, like,
after this season, I want the guy to succeed.
me too.
Absolutely. I like him as a person, but like I have to question a lot of what the fuck is going on there.
Well, dude,
I don't get it.
And now that Pitt got that quarterback transfer, if we go up to Pittsburgh and we get demolished, dude, his ass is going to be on the hot seat.
Dude, if we start the season with losses to Pitt and Virginia Tech,
He's got to go.
this fan base will implode. And I think I would have to agree. I'd have to say that's it.
Well, dude, it definitely was getting to him because he took off. Like, I follow him on Twitter, and I didn't realize it at the time that he wasn't tweeting as much, but he was off social media for a long time until I saw him come back and tweet. So, I mean, he's definitely feeling the heat, but at the same time, the part that sucks is the transfer portal is what's fucking everything up. Because if you have good players that aren't starting or aren't playing, they're not fucking waiting around anymore.
Yeah.
They're hopping in that portal and they're going somewhere else. Our whole receiving core just left.
Yeah. But I have to say, I'm getting sick of people that are like defending and saying like, it's a problem in all college sports now, dude. The portal's affecting everybody. Yes, that may be true, but if you go look at every team, every Power 5 team from January 1st, 2021 to now, to the end of the year of 2021, we have so many more players that left than any other school. It's not even close.
Dude,
it's not even close.
I think I saw today on Dion's Instagram that there's over like 1,100 kids in the portal right now. Like there's enough people in the portal to make X amount of teams.
Dang, are they about to get sent through the multiverse? That's crazy.
They might, bro.
I mean, it is. It says something though that not a lot of the. Actually, I don't think anyone that's left WVU has made anything for themselves. Like any player that we've lost to the portal, I don't think so far. I mean, Tyke Smith was probably our biggest loss in the portal, and he tore his ACL, so you don't know what he could have done at Georgia, but like no one's left WVU and made a splash anywhere else. So like that says one thing, but it's also like we could still use them.
100%.
You know what I mean? And you're right. Now we just lost basically our whole receiving core.
Sean Ryan, Winston Wright,
Esdale,
Wheaton, Esdale.
Westdale or Wheaton didn't leave, did he?
He didn't. Well, if he didn't leave, I'm sure he's going to leave now that Daggy's gone. They're best friends.
I was going to say
they lived together.
He was alluding to leaving, but I don't think he ever made his announcement. But like he said on Twitter, he said coming back for one more year, blah blah blah. Then like a week later, he deleted that tweet, and everyone's like, "Oh God, he's gonna leave." But I don't think he's announced that yet.
I could be completely wrong, but I think he did.
Did he?
I think. I don't know though. Don't quote me, but
I'm not gonna quote you.
Don't quote me, dog. Don't quote me.
Don't ask me because I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know who anybody is. So I'm just letting everyone know.
But
not just you two, the world. Don't come up to me and try to talk to me about what's going on in the football world because I don't know anything.
I like
and
it.
That's just facts.
I
no
like
more
it.
fronting, all right? 2022. Be honest with yourself.
2022, no fronting, son.
I like it. I like it.
But this is kind of in your guys' universe. I don't know.
Yes, finally some Star Wars talk.
Well, we can do that
No,
next.
I was just asking. Just go.
I didn't know if you guys wanted to touch on the Logan Paul thing about the fake Pokemon cards. Because
Sure.
I mean, I think it's kind of wild that like we're at a day and age where he literally most probably bought that box and it's fake.
What?
Yeah.
I was saying before we started recording, I like saying that, by the way, because it makes it seem like people need to subscribe to a membership to like listen to the pre-talk. But anyway,
Subscribe to our Patreon.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it is a good idea. But that's enough to like someone to have a hit on somebody, in my opinion. $3.5 million and it's fake.
Yeah.
Like that's nuts.
It's a big deal. That's a large amount of money for cards, trading cards. It's just like I struggle with where you put the blame I think it has to go back to the original person that sold it. I think it's swapped hands 3 times total to where it now finally made it to Logan Paul. I have to question why he chose who he chose to have it authenticated, because they do not they don't deal in Pokemon cards. So I find that odd, but I don't think that you can blame them for it being fake.
No, I
You
don't.
got to
Yeah,
blame
yeah,
the
yeah.
scam, the
The
initial
guy who's
scammer.
yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot to this story, and if anyone wants to read a detailed breakdown on it, go to pokebeach.com. They're the ones that put together this huge article. This box has been kind of like infamously known in the community for over a year now. Like when it first ever popped up on eBay, like very suspicious stuff about it. And now it's just so happened it's made its way to Logan Paul.
Yeah, man.
And I'll be the first to say I'm not a huge fan of the Paul brothers, but like he didn't do anything wrong. I feel bad for him. I'm sure this, when you spend that much money, it has to be insured or something in case of this would happen. So hopefully he doesn't lose $3.5 million.
So I guess that's why he's going to Chicago. Something about who insured
yeah.
and whatever. Like,
Okay.
I've kind of just been looking at this from the outside because it's kind of turned into one of those stories where like another reason for people to rip the Paul brothers type deal. Because I didn't know much about it. My first initial thought when I read it was, fuck, Logan made up all these cards and like
That's
was
what I thought.
selling
Yeah.
and giving away fake
Yeah.
cards. But then once I dove into it, I guess that's why he's supposed to be in Chicago this weekend. Whoever insured that box, I don't know the terminology, and he was going to visit them to try to figure it out.
Yeah, they're going to get to the bottom of it. It's a big deal. I don't know how repercussions work like that. Like I don't know if the initial guy, like if they find him, if he can be held accountable for all this.
He's got to be, right?
Right. I just don't know what the penalty is for something like that. I don't know what law he's breaking.
Or
Yeah.
or is it like you should have known what you were buying?
yeah,
kind of thing?
I truly don't know. So
I
I'm
just won't.
very
All I'm saying, I won't be shocked if the original seller ends up fucking dead somewhere. I just won't.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. I truly am though. I'm very curious to see where this ends up. My thing, if you go read that Poke Beach article, they did like a deep dive on this, like covered so many things. And what I think this is, I think it's a real box. I think that a fake label was put on it to say it was a first edition box. I think it's a real case of Pokemon cards, of base set Pokemon cards. I just think they're not first edition.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
I think the label that was put on there is fake to say that they are first edition. And if you go read that article again, it breaks it down. They check the barcode and all this stuff. Like apparently the barcode doesn't exist. Like all this crazy stuff. That's what I think it is.
I feel
and that changes the number big time.
Yeah.
Like first edition versus unlimited is, the money difference is astronomical.
I feel like something like this, it just happened to be at a much larger scale, was bound to happen though, with the popularity of, because then you could kind of look at it as like, I'll use just New York City, for example. If you're walking down and you see a vendor or something and you think you're buying a Louis Vuitton purse and it ends up being fake, like, who is that really on in a sense? It's like
Right.
you were the one that bought it thinking it was real, and that's where I kind of, as much as I would hate for this to happen, I also feel like if the insured people whoever insured the box don't really do anything about it, it probably is going to fall back on Logan. He might never get that money.
He
back.
Yeah.
might eat it. And that would suck. But at that point, you got to open it up
Yeah,
and see what's in it.
because
it's
you
a
could
box
make
of
some money back.
You could. It's got 6 booster boxes in it.
Yeah,
If they hit the point where they can't figure it out,
yeah, I agree.
you
got
got to
to
crack that thing open.
Yeah.
Because I think his plan for the foreseeable future was to keep it sealed because it's very rare. Like I think there's only one other sealed case of 6 first edition booster boxes like in the world.
Damn.
like that's known at least. There's probably some fucking
buried somewhere
in a storage locker.
in a
Yeah.
freaking landfill.
Yeah.
Dude, I guarantee there's so much sealed shit like that
Oh,
in
dude, yeah,
landfills and stuff.
Guarantee it,
For sure.
which sucks. But yeah, I don't know who this would fall back on, who would get punished, but I'm very curious about it. But like you said, ever since this Pokemon boom, trading card boom, this is happening a lot.
Oh,
just
yeah.
on a much lower scale than this. Like I've seen a couple different Twitch guys and YouTube guys that paid a lot, like still like $30K. Like that PokeRev guy, he paid a lot of money for a first edition. It was like one of the Neo set boxes.
Mm-hmm.
Whole box fake.
Well, and that sucks. But it's like anything. If I'm going to buy something and somebody's telling me it's real, I'm not going to do any research on it to see if it's fake or not. And then it just kind of goes back to like, is that my fault? Is that their fault? Is it his fault, or is it the insured people's fault, or will they track it back to the original owner?
Right.
You know, like I don't know.
The whole thing about this Logan Paul case was fishy from the start. The guy, the initial time it ever became known, it was some guy listed it on eBay, which is odd. Like if you're going to sell something that's worth that much, normally you would hit up like an auction house and you'd have it like very, very officially done. So he refused to do that. This guy, he refused to let anyone come and inspect the box before he sold it. It's just not looking good. I'm 90% sure this thing's going to end up being not what it says it is. I'm not saying that it's filled with fake cards. It might be real cards, just not the cards that they're saying.
It sucks.
So very, very curious.
So go ahead, Star Wars guy.
Oh no, I wanted to talk about also be just to close out what he said. I could also see, you know how the Paul brothers are, always finding a way to make something benefit them. He'll like twist it around and have this benefit him in a way like where he'll sell Logan Paul's fake. He'll open them up and then Logan Paul's fake booster whatever, and people will buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
people will
part
buy
of history and get one of the fake packs that
Logan Paul had. Yeah,
And so many people will do it.
yeah,
he already did that with his breaks that he was doing.
Yeah.
Did you guys happen to watch that?
I watched one of them. If there's only one.
If you won one of his breaks and got one of those nice cards, you could get it graded by PSA, and PSA would put on the label like
Logan
Paul break.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more exclusive. Like, I got this card from that break.
Yeah.
So
it's wild.
It's wild. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about Boba Fett, obviously. What do we think?
Go ahead.
It's been really good so far. I mean, 2 episodes in.
I think episode 2 was exponentially better than the first episode.
Yeah, it was longer too. It dove more into the story. It was awesome.
I love how he's like low key part Tusken Raider now.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Like I love that. I love how I don't know who decided. I don't know if that's part of a comic book or something. I love whoever decided to do that. It shows where he got his big cloak and shit. Like that's awesome.
I was telling JT, I haven't figured out what storyline I like better. Like if I like the present day storyline where they're going through the city and meeting everybody, or like the prequel storyline leading up to it.
I'm very excited. I think it's going to be kind of like a WandaVision effect, to where we're so focused on like this. So in WandaVision, you're focused on like the sitcom, like but then like really what's behind it, shit pops off. So we're focused on like the flashbacks right now, but something's going to pop off in like the present. And I'm so excited for it. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what there's going to be big cameos. I don't know who they're going to be. I mean, we could see Han Solo, Luke Skywalker again, Mando. I mean, there's so many things that could happen. I hope we get more of that big fucking black Wookiee.
We're definitely going to.
Dude, he was the most badass Wookiee.
I've been like reading into his character today a lot, and like he's a big character in like all the Star Wars legend stuff. He's like fought Obi-Wan Kenobi, like a bunch of stuff. Last episode was fucking awesome, and it was filled with so many Easter eggs that I just didn't even know. I watched a breakdown video on the episode today, and it pointed out all this stuff, and I was just amazed.
Fill me in.
Those guys are amazing at connecting this new stuff to those like original movies. It's crazy. It's wild. Like that what's his name? Black Chris. That's the Wookiee's name.
I can't
Black
remember his name.
Kristan or something like that. Something like that. He is an absolute badass. Apparently, he's the most vicious bounty hunter in the Star Wars universe. He beat Chewbacca in one-on-one combat. He forced Obi-Wan Kenobi to come out of hiding and like reveal that he was a Jedi for the first time.
Damn.
And the reason he has a scar on his top of his eye is from Obi-Wan's lightsaber. So like there's a big backstory there, and a lot of people are saying he is going to be in the Obi-Wan show now.
Well, I was going to ask. So I
Whoa,
know I always ask
go.
this, but I always forget, is Boba Fett in the Kenobi show, is that going on at the
No.
same?
Boba Fett is going on at Mando time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kenobi's going to be right after Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a long time ago. Like,
Gotcha.
Which would make sense
Yeah.
because that new Wookiee guy, he fought Obi-Wan like when Luke was young.
Okay.
So it would be before we just saw him. So it could show the fight scene of where he gets that scar.
Oh,
Which would
dude,
be really
let's
cool.
Go.
Like where Boba went to that bar
Mhm.
and like fought all those dudes and
That was
stole
awesome.
stole the speeders. That was they show that place in Return of the Jedi. I'm pretty sure.
Damn.
Oh, do they? Oh shit.
And the two people that like start getting accosted by the bad
Yeah.
people are two of Luke's best friends.
No
And
way.
they show them those two people are obviously they're different actors now, but they got lookalikes. Those two people are in a deleted scene from Return of the Jedi, sitting in the same bar, and they made the bar look identical to the deleted scene.
That is so
Dude, the
cool.
connection is just wild.
We don't deserve John Favreau.
No,
we
we
don't. We don't
don't.
deserve
He's
any
the
of them,
goat.
dude. They're so good at it. I'm so thankful for
Speaking
them.
of Favreau, I literally just read that Kevin Feige, the Marvel producer, was trying to kill him off after Iron Man 3, and he convinced Kevin Feige to keep him in the story. I mean, like, literally, Favreau alone is going to bring... I hope he's involved in all the new Star Wars stuff going forward. And in any kind of capacity, whether he's a writer, director, producer, whatever it is, because he makes things interesting for me. Like, I literally got chills, dude, when I heard the fucking drum thing going off, and because they knew that the Hutts were coming.
Dude,
That
yeah,
was a
right.
great scene.
Like I was like sitting there,
loved
I'm
it.
like, dude, why have I heard these drums before? And then you're boom, and then you got there and it's like fucking Jabba's fat ass brother and fat ass sister just being like, this is all.
I thought they were going to end up being his kids, which
Yeah,
I
his
would have
cousins.
loved it because they
Yeah.
kept saying the twins. I was like, oh, Jabba had kids. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, him, Filoni, their attention to detail is just great, and their connections back to older Star Wars stuff. I loved in the first episode where he was having his dreams. It showed him as a little kid.
Yes.
Showed the
One
scene
of my
with his
favorite
dad
parts,
on
yeah.
where him and his dad and fight Obi-Wan.
yeah. And you know, it's even a cool thing too. The thing he's like laying in, like healing in
Yeah.
that heal chamber, or whatever. Darth Vader is in
Has
in
one,
Rogue
yeah.
One. I
Yeah.
think it's Rogue One.
Well, dude, I was paying attention to like the flashbacks and the present timeline because I was thinking in my head, it's like, why is he laying in water when he's sleeping? But then you see his skin when he's like being a
Yeah.
tusk. It's all fucked up.
Yeah,
So
it's like
and
a
then,
trying to
healing
heal.
chamber.
and then he
yeah.
has like smooth skin in the present day.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you could
man.
tell that he's kind of like weaker nowadays. Like when those assassins came and tried to kill him in the first episode,
Yeah,
like he had to immediately go back and get into that healing chamber.
yeah.
Like, so I think over time he's going to get stronger and stronger.
We
I
could
mean,
see
we'll
Ahsoka too, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we could see anybody from that timeline now. Anyone that was introduced in Mando, we
Yeah.
could see. We could see.
Which
in
I
this.
can't wait until I see fucking Pedro Pascal show up in Boba Fett. He's going to.
I feel like
Mando.
he has to, right?
Yeah.
And it better play his little
his
his
music,
little
yeah.
theme thing.
Dude, Boba's music is sick
Oh, it
too.
is sick. It is.
I'm
sick.
like, every time I think like they can't, all this new school stuff with like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni and them. Every time I'm like, oh, they can't top that. They do. Like Boba's music is just as good or better than Mando's
His
theme.
music's
Like it's
very
so
good. I
it's
like
so
it.
badass.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
But just, like I said, all those Easter eggs, dude. Even like when they scare the assassin guy, they put him down in the pit, and he thinks that monster is gonna.
That was sick.
Dude, like if you zoom in, the same rock is still in the pit where the monster would be. That
Yeah.
Luke threw to like jam the door or whatever.
Oh, damn.
Like just little shit like
Yeah.
that, dude. Like it's crazy. I don't know. I
Do
love it.
wait, does Mando he has the dark saber, doesn't he?
He does now, yeah.
Oh, you know, dude. Something Boba's about to be in his demise, like about to die, and Mando's gonna come rolling up with the fucking dark saber and fuck people up.
I love how he's just referred to as Mando.
I
Like
know.
even in the show.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other Mandalorians, but he's
Yeah.
Mando.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh man.
And I kind of like, I kind of got excited too, in a sense, because it's like, okay, this whole show's based around Boba Fett, and early in the second, or it was kind of late in this, but early in the season, episode 2, he's already getting pressed. Episode 1, he gets into a fight. Episode 2, he's getting pressed so hard already.
Yeah.
Like all these people are coming at him already, and like that scene was fucking sick when the black Wookiee came out and he just like turns his helmet and looks at him, and I kind of took that as, do you think he knows who that
Yeah.
is?
yeah,
pretty
they've
sure.
met before. I feel
According to
like.
everything that I've read today, that guy is like very infamously known in the Star Wars like universe.
Yeah, I'm
So
excited.
now he was canon before Disney bought it, but now he is officially canon again.
And there's also a bounty hunter. I think he's big in the Clone Wars show, but I think he might have some scenes in the older movies. He's a lizard, and he's
no, yeah,
something Bosk.
he's in the he's in is that
I can't remember.
he's
which
in
one.
the scene with
With all the
Vader with Vader.
all the bounty hunters
Yeah,
are lined
yeah.
up. Yeah, his name's Bosk, and he's like this snake lizard thing. I think he will probably end up showing up.
I think he's
in it, too.
absolutely going to show up in this season. They've already shown his people.
yeah.
They've already shown like other types of him.
Yeah, and I love how they still have the OG green pig things,
Yeah, that's awesome.
bodyguards. Like
Yeah.
that's so cool.
And I think the one of the most favorite thing for me for Mando in this show is they don't CGI all that shit.
I
Yeah.
know, I love that.
They use real people,
love
and it's
that.
like, even though it's not as cool and crisp as CGI would look, it makes
They-
them all look like real people.
Yeah.
so much better.
oh, I agree.
It's so much
They
better.
may have CGI'd too much in Spider-Man. Now that I look back on it, everything was CGI'd.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah,
even the suits,
Yeah.
which is fine. It's
That's how all
My-
the Tom Holland Spider-Mans have been, though.
Yeah.
A lot of CGI.
it's fine, but you're right. Like Mandalorian, like all real things with makeup, like it just looks
cool.
so much better.
It does.
Well,
look
it's very
better.
cool to see how many different like species of alien or whatever that they've been able to do without CGI.
Yeah.
Yep.
They've made a lot of them. If you think back over the cross of 2 seasons of Mando and now what we've seen so far in the Boba Fett story, it's good makeup work. I
Dude,
mean,
yeah.
It's legit.
So do we know, is Kenobi the next Star Wars show to
Yeah,
come
and
out?
you know what's crazy?
Not sure.
Yeah, dude, it's coming out in 2022. Which is it going to be like a surprise drop thing or something? We haven't seen a trailer,
Oh, no.
not a teaser.
Well, dude, it's how the Boba Fett show was. It was the after credit scene of Mando,
Yeah,
and
we
all of a
had
sudden
no
they were
clue.
like, "Book of Boba Fett comes out in December."
Yeah, we had
Everyone's
no
like,
clue
"What?"
about it.
No, but like I know, like Kenobi's, well, at least it's supposed to come out this year.
Yeah, that'll be
I don't know.
sick.
I'm not sure if they're even done filming for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Not sure.
I
But
kind of
know
like
there's,
not knowing.
There's an Ahsoka show.
Yeah,
There's a show about the dude from Rogue One.
yeah.
Yep.
Kenobi's definitely next though.
Well, dude, aren't they? Is that going to be a show or is that a movie?
It's a show.
Which one?
Pantea or Cassian. What's it
Oh,
called?
about Cassian Ando. Pretty sure it's a
Who's
show.
Pantea? What the
I
fuck
don't
is
know,
that?
it
Dude,
sounded
you know
good.
what is so funny? Cassian Pantea was my calc professor in college.
Uh-huh.
That's
Dude, that
fire.
is so funny.
That's fucking
That
fire.
is really funny.
Well, I have this written down here. I didn't know if you guys wanted to. We don't have to talk about it a lot, but I think a good thing for us that Bubba sent to us was George R. R.
Oh,
Martin's
yeah.
approval of the new Throne show.
Will not disappoint.
Well,
That's awesome.
So yeah, very excited about that. Very upset that Joe Gatto's leaving the Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, that's very sad.
I don't know
saw
if you
that.
guys saw
I
that
saw it.
news.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he
He
nobody
made a big long post on
yeah,
Instagram.
nobody really knows why. I guess he's getting a divorce with his wife and he's leaving the show. Nobody knows what actually happened, but that was shocking for me because I'm a big
Yeah.
Impractical Jokers
He's
guy.
probably the
suck.
funniest one, honestly.
Oh, yeah. So, and then another thing, I saw January 4th, the OG Blackberries no longer
Yeah.
work now.
Yeah.
They
Which-
don't work?
They work, but you can't get service on them.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Very, very sad day for me. And I feel like a lot of people, I feel like I'll say it again, the Blackberry, we're all stuck in this iPhone thing because we're all addicted to it. But the Blackberry was like my favorite phone of all time.
I would have to agree. I had 2 Blackberries, both with the ball thing. Very good phones.
Very good phone. And I don't know if you guys saw Jason Derulo got into a fight at the mall because
did.
somebody called him Usher.
I did.
What,
He knocked
dude?
that guy
He
out.
knocked that guy the fuck
Did he
out.
really?
Yeah.
The fuck
Dude,
out.
celebrities are sensitive.
So I got a kick out of that.
I watched the video today, actually.
And Brianna Chicken Fries, like, he didn't even like try to run away. He came back for seconds,
Yeah,
and
he
he
did. They
does.
thought it was broken up, and then it wasn't broken up.
Dude,
Yeah.
if I was a celebrity and someone accidentally called me fucking...
No, he didn't accidentally
Oh.
call him. He said, what did he say?
He was like, "Hey Usher, fuck you."
Oh.
or something
That's what he
like
said.
that.
Never
That's
mind.
exactly
That's
what he said.
pretty
Hey,
funny.
Usher, fuck you.
So it makes me wonder, maybe there's some
Dude, that's
underlying
great.
beef. Like maybe they don't like each other. I have no idea.
Dude,
I
that
don't
is
know.
so funny.
But got a kick out of that. And then lastly, I saw a video today of Marines training, and they legit were flying around jetpacks. They were in small boats flying jetpacks around over the ocean, doing training things on bigger ships, and that's kind of scary that they're just flying around on jetpacks.
Yeah.
When's it
Like
gonna...
the water ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was nothing attached to the back of them. Like it was
No.
like there wasn't like the cord or anything
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. They were legit just by themselves, just like fucking scooting around and flying like crazy.
That's wild.
Superheroes are going to be a thing
So I don't know.
eventually.
You guys got anything else you want to touch on, or has it been a time?
Hasn't been a time for me.
Yeah, good episode back. It's been a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
time. Yeah, so make sure, guys, to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JSN Junior 1992. Please subscribe to the YouTubes. And I just want to say, shout out West Virginia. My mom sent me today. Don't know how, don't know why, but in 2021, West Virginia was one of the top 5 moving destinations in the country. So I guess it's good for the state. Just don't change the way we roll, and we're open for business. Thank you.
Fuck
Well,
yeah.
I don't know how much I believe that article, but I didn't read it. But hey, hell yeah, West Virginia. You can catch me at John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. That's John Theodore Nixon on Instagram. I'm on the Juicebox Podcast Twitter. That's at the Juicebox Pod. That's at the Juicebox Pod. # Milk Gang. No worries, babies. I'll be back probably next week. Follow us on Facebook, the Juicebox Podcast. We are not the Diabetes, the Juicebox Podcast.
Yes, I am on Instagram at Zarly Price, and I'm on Twitter at PokeZar. That's ZAR.
Z is in zebra, A is in apple, R as in respects. R.
as in Reebok.
Don't get it twisted. Bye-bye.